Hey guys, it's Joy. I'm back with another video, and today we're trying Lara Raj makeup, and I'm using these photos off Pinterest for inspo. So first I'm going in with e.l.f. primer. I gotta use e.l.f. primer because, it keeps the makeup on all day. Even though I'm only doing this for Instagram photos, still, I went in with that, and then after I started to brush my eyebrows up because I'm gonna do those first and get those out the way. I noticed that she has like a slit in her eyebrow and that her eyebrows are a little skinnier than mine. So I'm just filling them in to make sure that they're dark enough, even though my eyebrows are pretty dark. And then after that, I'm going to carve them. And I know this concealer shade is like low-key too warm for me. Let me know if there's any other kinds I should try. But this concealer is actually really good, but it's just a little too warm and I need to like either go up or down a shade. I'm not sure. Also, I forgot to mention that I'm using the Camo e.l.f. concealer by e.l.f. And yeah, I'm basically going in on the bottom and then I'm also going to go in on the top to really make sure that the eyebrows are kind of giving the appearance that they're skinnier because I feel like mine's are thicker than hers. And then yeah, I'm basically blending because as you can see, I put a bunch of concealer on because I got to really make sure that my eyebrows are hidden because they like to show because I have dark eyebrows. And then after that, I'm going in and doing the slit, which was my favorite part because I used to do these a long time ago and it's been so long. And I was just so happy about it. I know my face looks like I'm very serious and focused, but I was so happy to do it. Like, literally, look, look, look. Just give it a minute. You see what I'm talking about? Like, I was so happy to do that slit in my eyebrow. I kind of wanted to make it bigger, but I just did it small like hers. And I started blending in the concealer on my upper lid. Then I went in with some Fit Me powder by Maybelline to really make sure that it doesn't crease. Like I said, this is just for TikTok and Instagram, so I don't really need to go crazy. But then I went in with this Morphe palette. I took the lightest shade. Then I went in with another palette and took this orangey pinkish shade and just went in on my outer corners. And then I went in with this shimmery shade that was kind of on the orangey side because the other shimmery shade in the Morphe palette is blue and that wasn't really the look I was going for. Then I went in with some tape because everybody knows that does makeup. You got to go in with the tape so that it doesn't pass that line. You want it to look snatched because Laura always looks snatched. So then I'm going in with the famous eyeliner that we always see her with. And I honestly think when I did this part, it was good at first, but then I felt like maybe I did it a little too thick because I love me some eyeliner. So I kind of went in a little heavy. But I still love how the look came out, and you guys will see that in the end. But yeah, so I went in with that, and I went in with a multi-stick by NYX, I believe. By the way, I highly recommend this multi-stick by them because I use it all the time. I also have the brown one, and it only cost me like $1 to $2 on Amazon. By the way, guys, it's not sponsored. None of these products are, but I do really like it, and I'm always going to put you guys on. No gatekeeping here, even without a sponsorship, okay? But yeah, basically, after that, I go in and I clean up those lines because even though I use tape, I really like to make sure that it's snatched because there's been so many times I've done it and it just wasn't perfect. And I don't know, I just needed to fix it. Then I go in with foundation, I go in with color corrector as well, and then I go back in with that warm e.l.f. Concealer. Like I said, it's pretty like on the yellowy side, and I just need something more neutral, more cool toned. After that, I go in with contour. This is actually foundation by Thread at Target, but I just use it as contour because, two birds, one stone. Like I could use it for that or I could use it for something else. Then I go in with this Fit Me Maybelline powder that I used earlier. And I used the pressing pad for the first time and I absolutely love it. You could kind of see by my face that I was just kind of shocked. Like it was really, really good. It was giving filter in real life. It was giving airbrushed, and I get why the girls use it, and I will stay using it. Look at my face. I'm just so shocked. And so after that, I just go in all over my face with that powder because I like a matte look. I don't know if her look is glowy or matte, but I just went in with matte because I don't have a lot of dewy products. And then after that, I go in with blush because I feel like the inspo photo that I was looking at, she had on a little more blush in that one, but usually she doesn't. But I was just going based off of one photo pretty much for the most part. So I went in with this pinky blush. I used about 3 shades out of that palette I showed you guys earlier. And I just kind of packed that in on my upper cheek. I don't really go close to my eye. I know they have like this trend where you kind of blend your concealer with the blush, but I didn't do that. I just used it how I normally would. And then I went in with lashes. And then I went in with the Essence mascara right after that. Now, as you can see, I'm just looking to make sure the makeup looks good right now. And then I go in with some highlighter on my cheeks, pretty much everywhere that you would put highlighter, because I wanted to still look like I'm glowing a little bit. And I feel like one of the photos I was looking at, she had a bit of a glow to her. So I added some highlighter from that same Morphe palette. I used the same shade I used on my eyelids. And then after that, I went in with some lipstick. I used a tint, like this red tint, and then I went in with brown liner and a little bit of a dark brown liner as well. I basically go in and make my lips look a little more fuller just to complete this look. I honestly feel like the lips were my favorite part and the eyebrows. And here is the finished look. I don't know if I look exactly like her, but I feel like I did a pretty good job. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope this helps you if you do want to try out this look. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!